York State Masters champion Mazz Fazzone joins us a little later.
Matt Calzone!
And we talk all about the PBA and our preparations for the Super Bud Bowl in Oswego, New York. Stay with us. It kind of helped them advance. I mean, do you think this was a conspiracy?
Gotta go with Jacob Butter. Gotta go lefty.
No, we're talking about the players. That's tournament champion into the podcast.
There he is, right there.
Oh, he doesn't even know how to watch. Go to youtube.com and search Down Lane Podcast. What's up, bowlers? Welcome to Down Lane Podcast. We are streaming live from the lab at Town & Country Lanes. I'm your host, Kyle Haines, and with me is the assistant to the host, actually in the shop this week, but still not prepared, Anthony Scaccia, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome.
Well, there's a few things I'd like to say. We still haven't figured out who broke my computer, so I don't know how much talking I'll be doing tonight.
I'm going to address that momentarily. Austin, how's it going this week?
It's going swell.
Good.
70 degrees the other day.
Dude, I was ready to hit the links, but the snow had not melted yet.
We were swinging the clubs with the garage door open.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Sounds
yeah, we did
terrible.
the same thing.
You did?
Jake had the garage door open. Yeah. So tonight, in a little while, we're gonna have Mazz Fazzone, the New York State Masters champion, once again, his second champion or second win at the New York State Masters, and we're gonna talk a little bit about the PBA. But before all of that, don't forget to like, subscribe, click the bell to get alerts from the channel. Email us at downlanepod@gmail.com if you have any questions or comments, and you can always check us out on Facebook and Instagram, and you can listen on your favorite podcast service if you don't watch us live. So,
Cal,
you got something to say, Ant, this week? Why are you so far back?
I just wanted to look like an idiot.
That's easy for you.
Well, what are we talking about?
Well, you had something to get off your chest just a second ago.
Yeah, we're still not sure who broke my computer. So we're gonna have to see what happens the rest of the way. You know
All right, let me just give the whole story here. So if you guys
I
watch,
don't need a story.
No, you need to listen.
I don't need to listen.
If you guys
I don't need a
watched
story.
the episode from last week, he's putting his earmuffs on. If you watch the episode from
I
last
can
week,
still hear you.
Anthony comes in late as per usual.
Of course I do.
I had the computer all set up so that we could watch the Bowl TV stream and kind of give updates live as we were sitting here.
Broke.
Previously, right
snapped.
before that, I had opened the computer and the
In
computer
half.
goes,
So who broke it?
stand by. So I was like, oh man, the screen's all busted. So I showed Ant, I said, Ant, your screen's all busted. And he's like, whoa, you broke my computer.
It wasn't broke the day
Okay.
before.
So listen. Here's this real story. Here's the news update. After he storms out and pouts at the bar and complains about me,
Yeah.
I sit next to him and I go, Anthony, I don't know what happened. I opened your computer and it was broken. And he goes, well, the hinge was already broken, but
Well, the
when
hinge wasn't broken.
okay, well, that's what you told me.
Okay, so here's what it really
Tell
was.
me the real truth.
So
Tell me your truth.
So
Ant,
the
your
right
truth.
side of the laptop, the flap was bent down. Somehow it was a little bent down. And you said you tried to turn it all the way around like a tablet.
Which it has that functionality.
Not with the bent wing, Kyle.
Okay, but who would have known that other than you?
That's why it's my computer, Kyle.
I will give you that. I'll give you
Okay.
that part.
All right.
But we needed to watch Bowl TV.
No, we didn't. You could have just put it right up like yours right here.
Yeah.
Why did you need
did that.
tablet mode?
Because look at this space. I was going to let you hold it. Just, sit there.
Hold it. I could have grabbed my iPad.
Anyway, so here we are. Anthony's back. His blood
We'll see
pressure
what
is
happens.
lower.
I still got to dribble. I could get in here and fix my ball for Super Bowl right now.
That's true.
I could be busy. I
You
could
could
be
be.
plugging balls. I could be doing anything else right now. I could be drawing a Gremlin tour for a junior bowler who needs it. But you know what? I'm on the show. I mean, I don't even get paid for this crap. Unbelievable.
No, you're right. We are. None of us do, as a matter of fact.
Just say, wait,
This
gets
costs
paid.
us money. Anyway. So how was the rest of your week, Ant? How'd you bowl? You bowl good?
Monday?
Monday. Sure. Tell us.
I don't know.
I bowled well.
Did you?
Couldn't tell you.
Yes.
What'd you get?
High 900, I believe.
Actually, I heard that Casey, the pro over at Western Turnpike Golf Course, stomped your guy's guts out. Am I missing that
Well,
right?
he didn't bowl our team.
Oh,
He bowled a different team, and they stomped their guts out.
Oh, maybe I
And
misunderstood.
I will mention there was a blind on that team.
We had two
That
blinds that
day.
smoked. We won, but we're in the thick of things right now.
We
Did you make it up yet?
We also
what
won points.
To the top?
No, we're in fourth. We need to get in. No, we're in. How many teams are in division?
4, I think.
5, I believe.
I think it's 5. So, well, no, 20. No, it can't be 5. It's gotta be 6.
It is 6. You're right. Because 3 teams
Can't be 20. Can't be 5 with 24. So, anyways, there's 6. We're in 5th right now. We are 40 out from 3rd, which makes the playoffs, and we got plus 20 this week on the 5th place team, or the 4th place team, which we don't want to go ahead of them. Actually,
Why would you not want to go ahead of the 4th place team?
we want to be right on the cusp because then they have to bowl the higher team, and then we can bowl the lower team. Strategy, Kyle.
Yeah, but
We want to bowl the 6th place team. We don't want to bowl the other team.
wouldn't you wouldn't you have to be in first to bowl the 6th place team? Isn't it a bracket?
Not in a position round, Kyle.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about like
Oh
the
my God, Jesus.
playoffs.
It's like talking to a wall.
Shut up.
No, we got to get into the playoffs. So we're doing position rounds.
Now I understand what you're
So
getting
we are right around getting into 4th, but I hope we didn't take 4th because then we got to bowl 3rd, which we have to catch up to 3rd anyways. But we're so close to the other guys that we don't want to bowl. We don't want to be bowling the 3rd place team. We don't bowl the 6th place team, so we might be able to jump both and have a good week. Bingo, bango, we're back in business.
I pick up what you're throwing down.
I don't know what I bowled this week,
Yeah, me neither.
but I bowled 3 out of 4.
But we did bowl the Masters, which maybe we'll go over when
That was
we have Fazone on.
no. Why don't we go over it now? Because I can tell all my stories. Because I got Charlie.
So we did bowl the New York State Masters this past Saturday. Took the trip down to Newburgh at Pat Tarzio Lanes. Shot was scoreable unless you were me and had 1-200
Or
game.
me.
They hooked immediately. The lanes were absolutely flying. And I actually crossed with the zone, so I won't say too much because he'll come in and talk about it. But tell us about your experience, Anthony.
Yeah. Well, there's a nice guy. I don't really know his full name. I just know him as Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
So we get there and we're getting ready. We're on 3 and 4, brackets, pots, whatever. I go do my thing. I get back down to my lane. I think it's like, what'd you have, 5 on a pair? Yeah, 5 on a pair.
5 on a pair.
And I was B. Charlie was D. My friend Charlie. And, let's see. Customer, sorry. So we get ready. We're going to get ready to bowl. We get ready to bowl. The guy throws his first shot, goes in the gutter. Those he sticks a little bit. I'm like, all right, this guy's just warming up. Well, then he threw another one in the left gutter. I'm like,
This is for score.
No, it's practice.
Oh, this is practice. Okay.
I'm like, man, what the heck is going on? This guy looks like he's hurt. Well, he's not walking well. Older guy, so you never know. So we get up, practice ends. Not thinking much of it. It's jackpots and brackets on the microphone. Charlie looks at me and goes, "Hey, are you still getting jackpots?" I was like, "Yeah, in brackets." He goes, "All right, I'll be right back." Meanwhile, he's up. Charlie puts his balls in his 2-ball bag. Charlie walks down, who can barely walk, down to 27, 28, wherever it was.
Table is,
got the brackets.
Pretty much right there.
We're waiting for him. No big deal,
You
right?
guys were on 3 and 4, right?
Yeah, no big deal.
Mhm.
Charlie comes back. I'm like, man, what's up with this guy? Like, is he not paying attention? Threw a few gutter balls in practice. Well, then he gets up there and he throws a gutter. I'm like, what the freak is this guy? All right. Meanwhile, I had to find him and hand him his ball in practice.
He flipped over every one, you said, right?
He flipped over every ball. And I'm like, dude, this is your ball. He goes, oh, thanks, man. So we continue to bowl. Charlie's not doing well.
Physically or bowling wise?
Both. So, there's people behind us and they're kind of like, what the heck's going on? I'm like, listen, I'm just gonna bowl my game. Let's not let this sideshow, ruin my bowling. Well, I shot 150 the first game. Now we were also 6 frames behind everybody else around us because Charlie went to the bracket table late. Nice guy. But I'm looking around and I'm like, man, this has got to be like, I'm getting punked right now. So I'm trying to figure this guy out. So we're still in the first game and I look over and I see he's got like a hospital band in his left hand.
Jesus.
And I'm like, how like you got like the band with your name on it?
Yeah.
And it's like a clear band.
Yeah.
I'm like, either this guy doesn't know where he is sometimes, or he is literally fresh out of the hospital. So
oh my God.
we get to the last.
Maybe he just got a day trip out to get his last hurrah.
I don't know. I felt bad. Nice guy. Very nice. Couldn't really talk to him too much because I wasn't sure what he was saying. But anyways, we get to the last frame of the first game, and he proceeds to throw it in the gutter at the arrows, rolls down, ball bounces out, gets 6. Routine, re-rack, stuff like that. Well, Charlie doesn't re-rack. Charlie just grabs his ball and makes a spare.
Makes a spare.
That is not a joke.
Oh my God.
So he ended up with like a 97. All right. And I kind of felt bad. I was like, I don't really feel bad normally, but I kind of was like, all right, this is kind of tough.
Yeah.
We're also 6 frames behind the pace. We kept doubling him up. Like, it was just like, he was not ready for this. We move to the next pair. Everybody starts bowling. We get ready. Charlie's up. We're looking for Charlie. Charlie is nowhere to be found. We are looking all over for Charlie. Now, at this point, I go up to the tournament director and I say, listen, first questions first. Is there an average rule in this tournament? Like, is there a minimum? And there's a no.
No,
He's
sir.
like, no, there is no minimum. I said,
No,
okay.
sir, there is not.
He goes, and I said, why? Is there an issue? And I said, yeah, well, we're bowling with Charlie. Charlie didn't shoot 100, and we can no longer find Charlie, and we are 5 frames behind everybody already. So I go down and talk to Kyle because I have all the time in the world. And Kyle's like, seems like you're letting it bother you if you told the tournament director. I'm like, yeah, no, not really. I just want to get into a groove.
Yeah,
because, I just bowled bad, but I think I can make the cut. So I think I can bowl good enough to make the cut because the left side was pretty good. Obviously, Calzone won. Not saying he's not a good bowler, but Calzone won. The left was pretty good. A lot of the lefties bowled pretty well. A few lefties actually didn't bowl well that I know.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there was quite a few lefties that didn't bowl well. So it didn't make me feel so bad. So we get up to the next game. We're looking around, and somebody finds Charlie. Well, Charlie's getting a hot chocolate down at the snack bar in between games 1 and 2, and we're waiting for Charlie to get his hot chocolate. Charlie comes down. He then throws a double gutter.
Oh, my God.
So
Good thing you got that hot chocolate.
so he gets his hot chocolate. So the tournament director watches. We bowl. He has, he's not really moving well. He's, whatever. We're behind.
Mm-hmm.
Like the people around us, like it turns out we finished out pretty okay, but like around our people we were around, like everyone's like, what is going on with this right now? And we are literally in the 3rd frame and everybody's in their 8th frame. And I'm like, this is crazy. So we get into the second game and Charlie throws it on the lane. It goes Charlie throws it on the lane. He gets a few pins, but his hat and glasses fell off. So he walks down the middle of the lane, grabs his hat and glasses and walks back.
I'm sure he marked it a foul.
No, Charlie went up and tried to make the spare. So the tournament director watched, and I looked at him like, I don't know what to tell you. He looked at me and he was like, whoa. And so I go back and I'm going to the next pair because I'm not waiting for Charlie anymore. And no one is. We're all just going. And he's like, I'll take care of it. I'll tell him he has to move a little faster. And everyone's like, are you going to tell him that that's a foul? And he goes, no, because it's honestly just going to waste more time.
Yeah.
So, and I said the same thing. I was like, at this point, you might as well just let him bowl.
It's totally irrelevant.
So he shoots his 89 and then we go to the next pair. So this is kind of where, average rules. There should be an average rule. You are bowling the Masters. It is kind of expected to,
Yeah,
cream
the
of the
National
crop.
Masters, you got a 200 average
Cream
rule.
of the crop.
So at least you can keep the ball in the lane for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he was his last hurrah, whatever. I wasn't mad. I don't really, whatever. At this point, I'm saying to myself, well, I just shot 230. I'm only minus 15 or so. I'm like, I'm back into it.
Oh,
All right,
I
let's
think you shot 230. That's
I had
good.
235 the
There
game
you
too. First pair was tricky anyways. 3 and 4 was a really tricky pair. And then the next pair was good. So we go to the next pair. It's game 3. Well, we continue to bowl, and the tournament director says, hey, man, you got to keep the pace up. So we go down there. We're all waiting for Charlie. He is God's knows where. He walks down with his 2-ball roller. His 2-ball roller flips over on the concourse right where we're bowling. All of his belongings fall everywhere, and he just grabs his ball and goes. So we get to like the 8th frame, and obviously like he clearly is winded.
Yeah.
Okay, like this is not for him.
He's used to, obviously, because I don't know this gentleman, but he's got
Nice
to be
guy.
used to just, I throw the ball, I finish my frame,
Yeah.
I sit down.
Yeah.
And there is no transporting from one pair to the next.
Right. So
that does not exist
I
in
don't
his
think
world.
he knew what he was getting himself into.
Right.
So anyways, we continue to play bowling, and we get to the 8th frame, and he was letting know that, hey, your pace is too slow. Like, you got to keep it up.
Right.
There was a time where he bowled his first frame, threw it in the gutter, came back and just sat down. And we had to be like, hey, you're up.
You got to go.
During the 3rd game, he put his ball on the floor, and it was his turn. He went up there, and he went through every ball again. And then I had to say, hey, your ball's right here. I picked it up and brought it to him. So I had to do it like two or three times that day. So we get to the 8th frame. Charlie makes a spare. I'm on the right lane now. I am on, like, let's just say lane 10. And he is on lane 9. He just finishes on lane 9. I am on lane 10. They told him he had to keep his pace. Well, next thing you know, Charlie takes his ball off the rack. He puts in his 2-ball tote, and he just is on his way to the next fair. And we are in frame 8. So I throw my frame. The next guys throw their frame, and we are now looking for Charlie. And everyone is saying, hey, anybody know where Charlie is? And we can't find Charlie. We look down, and here comes Charlie. He goes, man, I thought we were finished. And so
You're finished.
We were like, whoa. Okay, so then we go to game 4. He heads in the pro shop. Now, while he's in the pro shop, we have his scorecard. And I didn't realize this, but I grabbed his scorecard because they were trying to get scores down, and I gave it to the guy running scores. He looks at me and goes, there's only game 1 on here.
Oh my God.
So I was like, all right, now I feel bad. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to leave this alone. But he went to the pro shop after game 3, going into game 4, asking them to sand.
5-game day, by the way.
Yeah, 5-game day. He goes, hey, can you sand my ball down so it hooks more? The pro shop says, you have another game to go. Like, you can't do that. He was like, oh, all right. So he ends up bowling the game. Nothing detrimental happens. Everything seems pretty normal. We get done with game 4. We move to game 5. We all bowl our first frame. We are looking for Charlie again. We go back down. We look in the pro shop, and Charlie's in the pro shop again, asking them to get his ball sanded again. The pro shop says, sir, you still have another game to go. He goes, oh, I do. And then someone with a brain said, hey, you can be done if you want. And Charlie says, that's a great idea. Charlie didn't finish with 100. He finished with every game under 100. We ended up bowling the last game, and everyone actually bowled pretty good that game. I had like 210 that game. The pace was a little bit better. It was a little bit more what you're used to. So that was my experience. I'm not going to complain about it. I've got some pretty good stories, so I'm not going to complain.
Else.
I've got some great stories. I mean, like, Charlie was a nice guy.
Yeah.
He did say he thought it was a handicap tournament, and when he was confronted about the hospital ban, he said, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yikes.
So
he clearly maybe has something going on.
Yeah, nice guy. Just, it was a little bit tough to get pace, a little tough to go pair to pair. We were behind people all day. We ended up finishing before a lot of people, but it's because he didn't bowl. We actually ended on the end pair. On the end pair of the house,
20 or
36 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So we actually ended on that side of the house, so it went even faster. So if we were probably in the middle of the house, probably would have finished same as everybody else.
Yeah.
Because we would have caught up, obviously. But I couldn't imagine going from the middle of the house to the high end of the house back to the low end of the house with Charlie. So I'm glad that we were on 3.
It sounds like it was a long day. I mean, it was a long day for us anyway, except for Matt. But
especially Matt.
Except for Matt, I said.
Or the long day for everybody.
Oh, actually, it was a long day for Matt, which we'll let him tell that story. But the tournament didn't even get over till after midnight.
Yeah, we started an hour late.
Oh, that's the other thing too. Is we started way late. I mean, as far as the tournament goes, it's the same setup as every other year. This year, I mean, obviously there's more lanes than last, but it was still five man a pair.
Didn't we have 6 last year?
I don't remember. I would have to say yes because they only have 24 lanes at.
I think they took the end pair out.
Did they really? Was that for that tournament? I don't recall. Regardless,
I feel like they did 6 on a pair that one, maybe, but it was
and we got done at probably 8 or 9 o'clock or something. But
yeah, from finals.
Yeah, but they bowled all night long, but they also had an extra match play round.
Well, they had that. Well, we didn't have as many last year.
Right. So they needed to do the 32
They had to do the extra 8.
Yeah. So, the higher seeds all got kind of a, what you would call a bye, I suppose. And then the bottom, what'd you say, 8 bowled for the positions into the top.
Yeah, something 24. Like that. It was a kind of a weird format, to be honest with you. I think that, if we're going to look,
all 2-game matches too.
Yeah, if we're going to look at it from, here's the thing though, is that it's all controlled by the USBC. So I don't know how much control the state actually has
on the format of the tournament,
the format or the payouts. A lot of things, they all have to go through national to have that event. Like that event has to go through national, like the prize fund, the format. There really isn't.
I assume they would have to approve the prize fund, but the prize fund,
they have to approve it.
Is lackluster in my opinion. Matt, the champion, took home $2,000 plus expenses to go to the Masters,
which was $2,200.
The $200 expenses, but the Masters entry is $500.
$2,200. I heard $2,200 on the mic.
Oh, I was pretty sure the check. Are you sure you weren't hearing a total of $2,200 with the $200 expenses?
I don't know what I heard. I heard $2,200.
His check on his giant check, I'm pretty sure said $2,000.
No, it did. It did. I know he got that.
So then the $200 expenses, but then there's the $500 entry into the Masters for next year. So that's what it is, right? $500.
Yeah, sounds about right, yeah.
So yeah, $2,700, but the cash in your pocket that day is only $2,000. I should, only quote unquote, but it's $110. I mean, we pay that out for half the amount of bowlers on the Players Tour for a smaller entry.
Yeah, but we have a lot more sponsors.
Yeah, they had sponsors too. They had 50-50.
Who sponsored it?
I believe bowling ball companies. They did. I know Storm was on there. I'm pretty sure. But regardless, I don't know what their expenses are, but it just seems like it's awfully low paying for that size. They had 180 bowlers at $110 each.
Well, I would say that I would backtrack into the format, and I think the format cuts into the prize fund.
Well,
because
especially if they're paying a lot per game. I don't know what the fee is per game.
Well, yeah, but let's look at it this way, too. You're going to look at it, and you're going to say, you're going to take, how many did they have? 38? 40? 40. They had 40 who made the cut.
32. Wasn't it 32?
Yeah, after you cut the guys in from the 8.
I'll look it up.
Because you're going to say 32 minus 8 is 24. 24 goes to 12. 12 goes to 6. 6 goes to 3. So that doesn't make any sense for bracket play. So it had to be 40 into 32, 32 into 16, 16 into 8, 8 into 4, 4 into 2. Bing, bang, boom. Yeah, I'm good. Don't call me a comeback kid without calling me the comeback kid. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
So I'm going to assume it was 40. 1 in 5 out of 180 people is 40.
Well, it was 1 in 5.
Yeah, so 1 in 5 out of 180. What's that?
I don't know if it was.
That's 20.
Totally,
20 and 80. 80 is going to be 10. Yeah, that's going to be 30. I mean, yeah, it should be about 32 guys, right? I'm not good at unless there's money involved. 8?
Stand by.
Anyways, 32 and 8, 40. I was right.
Yeah, so 40. Yep.
Well, no.
Okay. Yes.
No.
One?
No. 8 and 4 go on 36.
Ah, right.
36.
But they took 40.
No, they took 36. 32 and 8 is what?
Okay, now I understand what
32
you're
and 8.
saying.
Because the 4 move on. Because 4 move on. So it's 36.
36, yep.
The thing that I don't agree with, if you're going to go to that aspect, because you're talking about bowling late. Now, is it an issue? Listen, you're there to bowl. You're bowling the Masters. It is what it is. You bowl the format. But at the same time, it's probably more beneficial to cut to a certain number and give those guys just checks.
Right.
Instead of bowling the extra 2 games.
Absolutely.
It saves lineage, and it also just saves time.
Well, the center...
Like, why can't you go to 20?
I don't think the center was expecting at all to have this go this late.
Well, they had the Rock and Bowl.
Because they had Rock and Bowl that night.
Did they really?
Yeah, they said no open bowling until Cosmic Bowl on the door.
And there wasn't Cosmic Bowl.
And they didn't have Cosmic Bowl because the tournament was going on until after midnight.
Yeah, I think that's tough. I think at that point you have to differentiate. I guess anybody can win, right? Because of the way the format is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so you don't want to take people out. But at the same time, there should be like a cashing number and there should be a finals number.
Which is what USPC does too at the Masters and US Open.
Yeah, there should be because it should be too.
Well, maybe not the US Open, but the
I don't know
Masters
if you could do a set field. It depends on your numbers, obviously, with your first shift, second shift. But regardless, there should be like a set number. Like you have 180 bowlers. Okay, we're going to get it to the top 13 in each squad, 26. Let's just say 26.
Well, it's 1 in 5 on each squad. So, but yes, whatever.
1 in 5 should cash, but one in 8
or something
should be to the finals or something like that. Because then, even though they don't get their chance, I guess, but they still get cash, and it shortens it up so that way, the center can probably have some open play or cosmic bowling, and also it'll probably save some lineage. I'm not going to say it's going to make a whole world of difference, really. If you think about it, it's not going to make $1 trillion, but they ended up finishing. Am I allowed to say what time they finished? Or are you going to wait for Matt?
No, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning.
It was like 1 in the morning.
Yeah. After starting the first squad at 9.
At 9 a.m. Yeah, I mean,
And we started, like you said, almost an hour late.
We did start an hour
We were
late.
supposed to start at 1.
We started at 2:00.
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah, right around 2. I mean, so there's a few things that more than likely could have been, fixed upon there. I know it's by the book, and that's the way it is. But I'm just, as a person who obviously, or you guys who obviously bowl a lot as well, sometimes, I mean, shoot, that's a long time.
I don't know how he was awake. I mean, I guess you have a little bit of adrenaline going.
Who, Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
of course. I mean, he was.
So I guess that would keep you up. But like that, yeah. Then he had to drive home.
And then he went to Bud Bowl the next day,
But he drove home that night,
and then went to
slept
Bud.
for a minute, and then drove to Bud Bowl.
Literally slept for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy long.
It was, and people are complaining about the format. That's fine. They can complain about it, whatever. But I mean, it is what it is.
I don't mind the format as
the
far as bowling
format's-
5 games and then
Yeah,
go
the
to match
format's
play.
fine, but I'm saying how long it was.
But
with all the people.
at least in the New York State Masters, match play isn't one and done. It's
Two?
it's lose and done, but it's not one game and done. You at least get two
Two
games to redeem yourself if you had a bad first game, and then you can come back and beat your opponent. So I do like the 2-game aspect, because then it's not just straight up 1-game match play,
Right.
and one bad game is going to knock you out. You could have bowled, 1150 for 5, and then shot a 150 just for whatever reason. You know what I mean? If fresh wasn't your thing, and then you're knocked out. But at least if you have a second game, it gives you that, not advantage, but just a backup plan if you needed it. If
Gives
you're
you
falling
leeway.
a little bit behind, yeah, I do like the 2 games personally. Match play, some people don't like match play because they don't like head to head because it knocks you out. But at least I think the 2 games gives you that extra try, if you will.
Yeah,
Me
I like
personally.
There's some big news that we didn't talk about.
Go ahead.
Columbia 300 is retired as a
I
nameplate.
forgot about that. That's crazy, isn't it?
Well, Kyle, I thought it'd be a big enough deal for you to talk about it on the show, and you completely
I
forgot.
totally forgot.
Columbia 300's nameplate is being retired.
Let me put it this way. The reason why it wasn't on the top of my mind is because it was Columbia. I know they're like, one of the originators. You got the Columbia white dot. That's a big deal. It was anyway. Yellow dot was a big deal. But these days, I mean, other than what's that? The Piranha did pretty good.
That just came out.
Oh, like literally? Yeah, but it's a staple bowling ball.
Yeah, like
the
it
Piranha's
was
been
a
around
thing. And the
for,
Cuda.
With the 90s.
Cudas.
Yeah.
Piranha.
Big time bowling balls. But now
The big bully.
I don't think you barely
The
see any
action
of them.
packed. The action. The power torque.
The power torque. That's right. It's a big
Speed.
blue ball. Joey D loved the speed.
The Power Torque Pearl was
So did I.
I know
very
you did.
nice.
Yeah, a lot of people had that power torque. That blue.
Power torque was a good piece
Blue
of equipment,
marble.
nice and smooth, like that day. I'm trying to think of what else they had back in the day, but I can't remember because I just can't remember. I mean, unfortunately,
Toby said they guided me through high school bowling in the 90s. I believe that.
unfortunately, the Columbia 300,
Yeah.
just never really recovered for whatever reason. At least for us in the shop here, it never was really, unless it was the power torque. I did like the speed line, like those balls were good, but now like the ricochets weren't popular. If it was just kind of dying off. We still have a ricochet return in here that I told somebody would be here a year later, and it still is. So yeah, it's interesting to see. It's going to be gone, but you know what? At this point in time, I feel like that brand was almost, I hate to say it, but it was almost irrelevant.
How many bowling balls did they come out a year? A couple bowling balls a year?
6.
Yeah.
6 is their minimum, but the writing had to be on the wall once they weren't approved for the PGA, BA.
Well, then look at Deviate and
Great ball. I like the deviates.
wasn't there a
Radical?
third one too?
Track?
Yeah. Track. Radical's not in either.
I have no idea, dude.
Is it just Brunswick and Hammer?
I don't know
think
who's
that- I
on
think
there.
that's what
Jake,
it was, but-
Jake, if you're listening, Jake looked it up the other day. I didn't particularly care to look at
Well,
it.
R.I.P. as the kids say. Rest in peace, Columbia 300.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss my speed.
That you don't use in the last 3 years.
I can't. Actually, you know what? I don't even think I have it anymore.
Well, even though we did discuss the Masters, the New York State Masters, Matt Fazone is here with us.
Who? Matt Calzone.
Fazone.
Matt Calzone. Pepperoni.
Hot streak Fazone in the house.
Did we talk about his other excursion this week? Or is he going to talk about it?
Let's find out. I don't know what you're talking about. What's up, Matt? Welcome to the show. Once
How's
again,
it going, guys?
Matt Fazone, if you guys aren't familiar, is a staple on the channel. He helps us with our reviews with Anthony.
Lefty Calzone.
The lowest watch reviews because it's two lefties. Thanks, guys.
You know,
Hey, the last one's doing pretty good. So.
Yeah, the last one's doing a lot better.
listen, here's what's going to happen. Okay. You're going to switch your hand. Actually, maybe I'll go righty. I mean, the right side's easy. All you got to do is move left. I mean, I don't understand what everybody complains about. All you got to do is move left and just kind of, soften the hand up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll bring a righty ball out to Bud Bowl and show you guys how it's done.
Good luck.
12-pound alley ball is all I need.
Good luck.
Yeah, bowl the double burn out.
I don't need the double burn. Give me the fresh. I need some oil. So I got so much power on that ball.
So, Matt, we talked about it, the Masters, your second Masters victory, right?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Where are you at right now? You got a TV in the background. Is that your gaming room?
Yeah, my little home office.
Yeah, you need that.
You work a lot out of your house. So a little bit of a hot streak. You a couple weeks ago won the Players Tour at Uncle Sam's in Troy. This past weekend, you go to Newburgh, Pat Tarzio Lanes for the New York State Masters, and pull for I think 13 or 14 hours, however long that was.
Yeah.
Champion there, $2,000 plus going to the Masters next year.
You're going?
Well, he's paid for it.
We'll see where it is.
Yeah, if it's all the way out west.
What do you mean? They don't have a site for it?
I don't think they have it announced yet. And then you follow that up by driving out to the Bud Light Shootout and fall just short to Phil Drum, coming in second. What a stretch!
It was quite the wave there for a minute.
What is going on with the left hand?
It's the glove.
Well, just committing to the shot. I don't know. Just have a lot of confidence right now. Kind of like focus on not switching back and forth between glove. Just
Can you tell me what that confidence thing is like? What's that about? How's that feel?
Right now, it feels pretty good.
Yeah, knowing where your ball's going to go and how it's going to react all the time. That sounds nice.
Real question here. How many gloves do you own? Like, how sweaty is that glove? Have you washed it? What's the routine going through it? I mean, how bad does your hand smell after?
It actually doesn't smell as bad as the
so it's bad.
wrister or the wrist thing I used to wear.
Well, it's still new, right? So it's still got a little bit of that fresh car smell.
It's only like a month and a half old, so. But probably gonna have to get a second one because Sunday was real bad when I put it on. It was pretty wet still.
Oh, that's gross. It was wet.
You were turning it down.
Yeah. It gets hot in there, man.
So what are you gonna do with two gloves? You're gonna switch back and forth when one gets sweaty?
No, just wear one day. If I have to bowl the next day, wear the other one.
So can you explain to the folks at home watching, all thousands of them, why did you switch to the glove?
So
what was
I've
the
been
reason?
having pain in the hand.
Mm-hmm.
MRI really didn't show anything. Physical therapy is helping
You're
a
saying
little.
it's mental.
It's not mental. I mean, hanging out with you guys is mental, but yeah, they really don't know what's going on. It's just and it bothers me bothers me during the day when I work, bothers me when I bowl. So I was bowling the Baker tournament at Town Country one day. Brian was there, and he said, "Why don't you just try the glove?"
He's referring to Brian Leclerc, his boss at Revolutions Pro Shop.
Yep. So Brian said, "Try the glove, get this one." I tried it. It was all right. I mean, it felt weird and everything. I was back and forth between not wearing it. And then I said one day, you know what? Screw it. Just commit to it, at least till after Nationals, see what's going on with the hand, and then we'll go from there.
And is it feeling better? Like, is it pain-free?
Pain-free when I bowl. So that's a huge thing because obviously it's the muscle in between the index finger and the thumb on my hand. So like when it twinges, I feel it in my thumb, obviously at release. But it feels better when I bowl, and therapy has been helping during the day, but it's still sore.
And So do you wear it when you work so that you can relieve the
No,
pain?
I don't wear it when I work. I do sometimes put an extra pad around my hammer when I swing it at work. If I know I'm going to be doing it for a long time. But it is what it is. It's something I have to deal with right now.
All right. So tell us about the Masters this past weekend. We talked about Anthony's trials and tribulations with Charlie. But
My good buddy.
I did get to cross with you, and I say get to because I got to watch the show happen live.
The show, you mean 15 at the Arrows, 15 down lane? That's what you told me.
No, 15 at the Arrows, and then 5 to 15 down lane.
See what they say to me, Matt? See what they say?
Listen, I deal with it all the time too, Ian.
It's unbelievable, these guys. We're splitting boards.
I was sitting next to Galusha, Nick Galusha. We were the three of us were crossing together, and I said to him, I think that was like at least 5 or 6 right of that last one, and he's like, yeah, he's got a little bit of hold. I'm like, yeah, he sure does. But you were using the concept a lot.
Yeah, I use the concept pretty much, and a little bit of the Gremlin tour, the new one.
And he had a little Molly failure. I think in that it was the Gremlin tour, right? That you had to get re-drilled on site.
Kind of broken in practice. Luckily, Nick Wells hooked me up. Helped me.
He doesn't call it that. He calls it the bullet.
Yeah.
He calls the thing at the bottom of the thumb a bullet?
Yeah.
What's the technical name?
Molly.
I'm pretty sure it's Molly.
Yeah. Well, Nick Wells.
He asked me today, he's like, hey, you got a bullet and a bottom piece? And I'm like, first of all, you mean Molly and the bottom piece? Yeah, what do I look like? And he's like, all right, I got to come grab one for Galusha. So what did Galusha drill, just so I know?
Gremlin tour.
Okay, so if he bowls well with it, I get 5%.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually,
5%. That's high.
I'll tell you a funny story about that later, Ian. But
You screwed it up again?
No, I had his it on the table. Customer walks in with a RST Pearl, and he goes, I want to buy a transformer. So I'm drilling both. Guy uses an it too. I grabbed the it, put it in the ball, and I literally said, I don't know what I'm doing. So he had one ball with an it, one ball doesn't, and Galusha's ball doesn't have an it.
Why don't you just drill? Oh, because the hole's too big. You'd have to have an inch in. What's that?
Next time you need one of those, I'll just give you the box. Okay.
Yeah, it's
You
been
can just send another box.
a rough week.
You can send another box here next time.
Yes, I will definitely send another box.
So we're all getting ready to head out to Bud Bowl tomorrow.
Are you going out tomorrow, Lefty Calzone?
Yeah, me and Kyle in the bus, the van.
That sounds terrible.
Sounds smelly. It's a lot of dudes in one van. It's a lot of bowling balls. I think the headlights will be pointing straight up into the air. Jake Bissonette, longtime fan here at Bud Bowl. Do you plan on lofting urethane the first round of match play again?
No, I plan on probably using the concept again if it's there.
Yeah, I'm hoping that ball's going to work too because mine rolls pretty good. But Saturday rather, they just were hooking way too much. That ball was not helpful. Not on the good side of the lane, the correct side of the lane.
No, you definitely had to shape it a little on Sunday. Yeah. Or Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. We're so used to bowling on Sundays. So tell us about Bud Bowl because we're all headed there. You've obviously already bowled pretty good, and that's all of the same pattern, correct? When you bowl Bud Light Challenge.
Yeah, all the same pattern.
It's all the same, and you can also qualify through those rounds that are before the shootout.
Yeah.
Or during or the qualifying rounds for the shootout also qualify you for finals. So, being that you made it to the second place, did you already hook up a qualifying spot for?
Yeah, well,
Sunday?
Pretty much. I went 76 over for the 4 games, so I'm pretty much in because obviously the scores are so low. I have as Taylor reminds me every day, I have the highest score without a bye. And there is now one 2-round bye ahead of me that has a lower score than mine. So
nice.
I get reminded of that.
And Taylor Leclerc with a 299 out there last weekend.
How many pins is he getting?
1 game wonder. Went 2 over for the other 3.
How many pins is he getting?
At least 10 a game.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I thought so.
He needs it on the right.
So yeah, tell us what you were using. Tell us what your side of the lane looks like.
Dude, he's left-handed.
I
he
know,
just said,
it's like between 15 and 5. I get it.
No, well, yeah, I was shaping it like I kind of was on Saturday. Not as deep though with my feet. I did try to use the 78U that I use up there a lot. I use it for the first games, and being exhausted, everything. It got me through, grinded away. But it was, even when I threw it good, like the second game, I started with the front 5 with it. And then I went 3-pin, so I said maybe I threw it bad. And I went ring 7, and I 3-pinned again, and it kind of just flattened out like toward the back half of the game. So it's almost like urethane's not in place super straight. I mean, yeah, a couple guys bombed them with it, but for me, it kind of like it's good for a few frames, and that's not it. So and the last game of the first block, I grabbed the concept, and I moved 10 right. Kind of like gave it a little, not like the slow wheel, but slow wheel for a urethane type ball for me. And bowled 80 over. I bowled 240 that, or 230 that game, and then 80 over the next block.
Beautiful. So you have 1 round by currently, and you'll still be. What?
No,
he has nothing.
Oh, you just have a guaranteed spot.
No, I don't have a guaranteed spot either.
You didn't even make it in?
Well, I have a high.
He's
score,
in the at-large.
Oh, he's in the at-large.
The at-large is 20 over, but it never gets to 70.
No.
I think it said 21 when I looked, so he's 70. He's safe.
Yeah, he's safe, but he wants to get some by, so he's gonna.
Are you gonna plan on bowling?
Yeah, I'm at least gonna bowl the first 2 tomorrow. Try to get the bye and everything, and then see how bowling goes. I am signed up for the double burn, but we'll see.
Are you gonna bowl Saturday?
No, I already withdrew from Saturday. Saturday, I was just sitting there watching you guys bowl all day.
So I got a question. How do you sign up for all these squads just to know you're going to make it like the first 7 that you try?
Well, I mean, you only lose $5, so it is what it is.
I like that idea. Now, if you're right-handed, what kind of balls are you going to bring out? Because I got to get my arsenal ready. If you're right-handed, what kind of balls are you going to bring out to the Bud Bowl for the right side of the lane? For all of the viewers at home.
We watched a guy bowl 200 over the second block with a Black Widow Dynasty. Shiny too.
200 over?
Yep, he went 995, I believe he shot.
That's like, I don't want to say it's unheard of, but it's unusual.
I mean, for a while, after 2 games, I was 80 over, and I looked at Connor and I said, I'm 80 over and I'm 70 off the lead still, because I think he had 550 for the first 2.
And he didn't change.
No, he kept using it and just kept bowling well. And then a lot of the cleaner covers, like I saw a lot of Connor used the Gremlin Tour, looked really good. I saw a few Transformers, a few Bionics.
So now did Connor also get? Well, we know Taylor got the double round, right, with the 299.
Yeah, Taylor got the double round.
Okay, what did Connor get his by?
No, Connor is 835, I believe. So
okay, he
he's
should
at the bubble.
Yeah,
he's safe-ish, but yeah, that could.
I've seen him 834, 835, 836.
What's the normal cut out there, Lefty?
It's between 825 and 835. But I have seen one year was 840. So
nothing's out of the possibility. Now, were they a little bit harder this year? Were they harder than the Masters?
Yes, they were harder than the Masters. Bud Bowl is always hard because they're pretty much flat. The lane surface is super old. They only oil once a day. And it is also technically a handicap tournament, so there are some bowlers with lower averages there. So,
as we know, Sherry winning last year.
Yes. But I would have to say for me, I thought there was more oil in the front part of the lane this year. Last year, I saw a lot of early friction, especially with the urethane. That's why Jake wanted to know if I was going to loft it over the fronts. This year, I did not see that friction, though. I used a few different, threw a few different balls in practice. I threw my Rico'd Zen Soul, and I threw a Hustle X-Ray with a 3-inch pin, and they looked good, too. And I was sliding like 20 with them. And then if I had the Gremlin, I probably would have tried that ball too. But there's a few different options. But I definitely say the track plays better this year than the super straight on the fresh.
Now, is that for the left side of the lane or the right side of the lane?
I saw it on both sides of the lane. I didn't really see a lot of righties throwing super straight. I did when we got to the shootout. I kind of looked around and I saw probably there were 16 bowlers, and I'd probably have to say at least half or maybe not more of them had concepts in their hand. So and they were shaping them because the ball's so strong.
Yeah, and it's shapeable regardless of the pattern too. I mean, not regardless of the pattern, but like compared to urethane, I'm used to playing urethane pretty straight, but I can actually get to the track or left of it with that ball. It seems like.
Yeah, so can I. Like the 78U, I cannot shape at all. Anthony knows this. We've talked about it. I can't. If I keep my angles in front of me, super good. As soon as I have to move my feet right with the ball, I might as well just quit.
The only time I've been able to shape urethane is Megabucks, not this year, but last. Like playing around 15 with it. It was just whatever the lane pattern or lane surface equals out to be. It worked for a little while.
That lane surface at Chicopee is like bowling on a 360 grip path.
Now the funny part is that I have thrown the 78U since we have been throwing the concept, and the 78U I can really see the forward shape on it compared to before. I used to be able to shape that ball pretty good, and I thought it was better than it was. And now that we're throwing the concept a little bit more, I can see how the red ball really straightens out down lane. I really got to be on top of it, but you still got to get it through the fronts. You can't have it hooked too early, but then you got to make sure it hooks.
Right. It's got to get there.
So I used it this weekend for 235. I could literally just throw it at the spot. I could throw it like to the gutter, just banked off it like a reactive ball. But then the pairs I went to at the Masters were, I don't know, I don't think we got the same cross, and the pairs I went to were very.
I think we hit one of the pairs. We hit 3 and 4.
That was it, and that 3 and 4 was a bad pair. There's no such thing as bad pairs. Bad adjustments by bad bowlers.
But different pairs.
Well,
they are the fact that it's different enough.
They were very different for me. I watched a lot of the other lefties bowl, and it seemed like some of the other guys had much more consistent reaction. There was one pair where I had them 5 tighter and concept on the left lane through the face, right lane IQ 78 2-pin in the face because they were so tight.
Yeah,
on the right lane compared to the left.
I had 3 and 4 like that. I probably had lane 3 about 5 different than the right because I struck every time I think on lane 4 with the concept, and then I used the Gremlin Tour for the back half of the game, and then I think I went stone 8, and then I had 2 and 1, and I think I left the pocket 5-10.
Yeah,
they're laughing at me.
Yeah, no, I definitely actually 3 out of my 5 pairs were like that, where they were drastically different enough where I didn't adjust well, which is operator error. But the pairs that I liked, I had 200 games on. So I should have just bowled better. But at the end of the day, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
So back to Bud Bowl. Is your game plan now that you've already bowled a couple of squads?
Are you going to fire away in brackets or what? I mean, come on, dude.
We'll see how I feel tomorrow. At least they're going to probably do 30 and 30.
Going?
Jamesy is going, yeah.
No, but so are you going to try to do anything different to try to get that 1 or 2 round bye, or are you going to stick with the game plan or whatever you want to call it and just try to execute better?
I'm going to bring the 78U and the 1 level I drilled for Bud Bowl. They're there more of like as a backup plan now, essentially. I think we're going to start with the concept, try to play them like I did in the shootout and everything. And then once that ball goes away, I'll probably go to the Rico ball.
When the heck will that ball go away? You're left-handed.
Well, eventually it'll go away if I bowl all day.
Oh,
on different pairs.
My God. The one time I bowled double burn, I think I made the cut. I played the same part of the lane as I played the first shift of the first squad.
For me, I can get to the pocket with the concept after probably like 8 games, but like the last 2 games of the second block, I should have probably switched to reactive just to improve the carry, I should say.
Now, let's take into account a real bowler, Lefty Fazone, because he actually pays attention. And then there's me.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I need to do.
Mine's more of a carry thing. Like if I need to grind out a couple good games, like I did Sunday, it was 80 over. I shot 203, 197. I just grinded away.
Ryan Abatabba has a question for you. Honest question, he says. How do you recover mentally from bowling a 300? If I hit another one tonight, I don't want a 170 afterwards like I did last week. Is there a point where they feel normal?
Yeah, after a while, they just feel normal. I just
Yeah, I mean, I would say if he's asking what the number is, there's no exact number, but I would assume if you have a couple few, maybe you might have to get to double digits before it feels like it's just another one, which is a horrible, side note here, a horrible place for bowling to be.
I have a lot. Whatever Bob Wiener looked it up and told me the other day when I did the article for him. I mean, Monday night I shot 300 in league, and I immediately switched balls in the third game. Didn't even both 300 just switch balls.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you. I can't imagine bowling 15 hours on Saturday, driving home, getting 2 hours of sleep, waking up, driving 2.5 hours to bowl Bud Bowl, only to bowl another 10 hours, to drive another 2.5 hours home, to go to work the next day, to go to league and shoot 300.
300, 830 to top it off.
Well, he only had to bowl. He only had to bowl half the frame or half the amount of shots.
He
didn't throw a lot of shots.
Jesus, I give you credit because you know what I would have done? I would have taken that day off.
I was looking for a sub, and then I said, you know what, whatever. And it's funny because I went strike, stone 10, and then I left a swisher 10. And my teammate said, he goes, "What did you do? Strike too much this weekend? He goes, can you try harder?" And then I went off the sheet, bowled 300, and then 260 the last game.
I mean, all Anthony tells us constantly is what kind of an elite specimen he is.
I am.
And he can't even handle the amount of bowling that you had to execute for those 3 or 4 days.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how he does it because I lost interest.
I got done Sunday night, and I was
you don't lose interest in winning. Sorry, Matt.
That's all right. I got done Sunday after and talking to Phil, and I said I give these pros a lot of credit that bowl all these games in a row because I basically just did the same thing. Sunday by 6 o'clock, I was done. My legs are shaking. I was exhausted by the time the shootout come, and then by the time I bowled Phil, I want to go home. I didn't care what the outcome was.
Did you at least have a driver? I wouldn't have been able to drive.
No, he drove.
No, I drove.
Oh my God, I would have been dead. You would have found me on the side of the road dead.
I got a nice large cold brew, and I drank it by the time I got onto 481. So 5 minutes down the road and drove home.
Yeah, I would have rolled my car 3 times.
And actually, the fun fact, I thought I was going to be exhausted when I got home. I was up for 3 hours after that, wide awake.
Well, he's got to get his war zone in.
No, I didn't play. I was sitting on the couch.
My God, that's a lot of bowling. Well, lefty.
A lot of strikes, too. Good job, Matt.
Incredible stretch for the review. It must be kind of the review thing because, you're not striking a lot for the reviews. We've got to really cut a lot of shots out. So I'm glad that you're striking somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, I tried your method. Don't strike in the reviews. I'll strike somewhere else.
Yeah, that's what you want to do.
That's a good idea. Before we go, let's just chat up some bowling news real quick. Patrick Dabrowski, first-time champion on a national tour last week, a major.
Right-handed
with a thumb. That's 2 guys with a thumb with a championship. Go ahead.
And back-to-back majors, first-time winners.
Yeah, first-time winners. And how old is he? I keep forgetting to look up.
47.
I'm sorry, 47?
Yes.
I'm just about to hit my stride, guys.
They said that the other day on TV when I watched the show, and I couldn't believe it myself.
That's amazing. Good for him, though. I love his game. I've said it a million times. He's got such a classic natural game.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously,
game all around touch.
What's that?
I said old school game, all around touch.
Yes, absolutely. And it's nothing crazy. It's kind of like, I mean, it's not like they're the same, but like French Fry, who kind of lower revs and just rolls it nice rather than just whacking on it. Like the newer guys do. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. We talked about this last week. I just wanted to touch on it again. Cam Crow, what's your thoughts on this situation, Matt? Cam Crow getting arrested for cocaine possession and marijuana possession, allegedly. But there's been no real update. No update about what actually happened. There's been rumors, but it seems like the charges are still out there.
Yeah, I have no idea. I've heard stories this week that the cops mistake it as easy slide, but who knows? I don't know. I'm interested to see what's happening. I know he's not bowling.
Yeah, well, he's suspended. PBA suspended him. Yeah, yeah. So that's what I was saying is how something has to be substantiated in order for them to suspend the guy. I mean, they don't have to. They can just do it, help whatever they want. But all you read about is how nice of a guy he is. I don't know him.
Nice guy.
Wait, I was just gonna say you crossed with him, didn't you?
Yeah, nice guy. Bowling for a week. Cool guy. Throws a lot of stuff on the left side of the lane. Two-handed.
Yeah. What do you mean he throws a lot of stuff?
Yeah, like bowling balls.
Yeah. So do you.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I don't know what that statement means. He throws a lot of stuff on the left side.
Yeah, a lot of bowling balls on the left side of the lane.
Like he
Does
went
that mean
for a lot of
like
bowling
throws
balls?
2 shots or?
He threw a lot of bowling balls. Like he threw a lot of different ones.
Okay.
Okay.
How much more clear do I have to be?
A lot more.
Apparently, you guys.
I need
Matt
a
can
beverage after
understand.
that one.
So yeah, hopefully everything is going all right with him. I did see a post that this person called him a friend of his, and said that maybe he's going through something. I don't know.
I
But
don't
yeah,
know what that means. He's
I
a
don't
nice
know.
guy, though.
nice guy.
We chatted it up pretty good because we sucked at bowling that week.
Oh, this was last year.
Yeah.
This past Masters. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Very passionate about being good at the PBA.
Is he?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, we want to get the right guys in the right spot to put the PBA in a better spot so that way we can show more enthusiasm and get people excited about bowling again.
What does that even mean? Put the right guys in the right spot.
I think he was saying that some people are dull.
Well,
Is that why they came out with the HBO show? Because those are some characters right there.
Do you think Lucky Strike? I know that they're one of the companies, the producing companies on the documentary, but do you think they are the ones that really tried to push this because they need the PBA to succeed? I mean, that's got to be one of the reasons why it's out there, right? Ben Stiller just can't be interested in bowling. Did you guys watch his shot at the premiere?
Who?
Ben Stiller.
Does he throw good?
Oh,
Through
it's
the
right in the gutter.
Yeah.
So he doesn't throw good.
I believe it was a
dress
plastic
shoes.
ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
House ball.
Yeah, in his
Foul
dress
too.
shoes. Did he foul? I missed
think
that
so.
part.
I think he walked over the line.
Did he? So he didn't practice?
Listen, here's the difference between the PBA and the Players Tour. Our guy didn't practice, walked up and mashed him through 10 back.
He got a ball
With
too.
a custom ball.
With a custom ball. You're right. It was custom drilled by Brian Leclerc with the TPT logo on it. But yeah, he just piped it down the lane. Ben Stiller, on the other hand, found 0 easily in his dress.
He almost got 3. He almost got 3 off the right.
No, it's kind of sad because I feel like a lot of
How
guys
do you
for the
almost get 3 and get 0?
He almost was going that way.
Well, if you can get 2, you can get the third.
That's true. Also, if you clip the 10 pin, I mean, it could bounce out and get a couple more, I suppose.
Some people practice for the first pitch in bowling. Clearly, he didn't practice for the first pitch in bowling,
Yeah, man.
or baseball.
If I had no idea
He
what I
didn't,
was doing and needed to go out there in front of people, I would absolutely be practicing.
You don't think he didn't know what he was doing?
You could tell. If you didn't see it,
I gotta be honest.
You could tell.
I don't think he cared.
no.
Do you think he likes bowling?
I don't know. He went to the one TV show, which probably was because of this documentary. But I have to for me, if I'm around it that much, or even watching the videos, maybe he didn't even have much to do with it other than just put his name on it. But if you're around it and you're in the editing bay or whatever, you have to kind of absorb something, right?
Isn't he a comedian?
Well, he's an actor. He's a comedic actor.
So does he know how to produce stuff?
Well, a lot of actors and Hollywood types.
Does that mean they
do
just give money?
multiple things? No, well, I suppose, but producers get the job done. Obviously, actors act or whatever.
This is his first time, or
I have no idea. I don't know what he's produced before.
I'm sure he's produced something else.
I'd like to find out.
Okay. And then this week, real quick before we end the show here, lots of big scores. One of the things that was interesting, both Santu and Simo, which by the way, there's a lot of two-handers on the right side, right? This week in the cashers or whatever
the
you want
right's
to call it.
walled.
Yeah.
Must be easy on the right
Well,
this week.
Santu and Simo both gave quotes in the PBA article about how much area there was, and then Simo kind of expanded on that and was like, yeah, we just got done bowling on some of the hardest patterns and you had to actually execute shots, and now it's like, we have a lot more forgiveness this week. So like the difference between the US Open patterns, which, love them or hate them or whatever, although this year the patterns were way more normal, quote unquote. But it sounds like the PBA patterns kind of seem to play easy for these guys.
He directed a few movies too.
He's directed and or produced over 50.
Yeah, he's got
And
a lot
has
of stuff
been
on
in
there.
88.
So, Matt, what's your determining factor of whether you're going to the Masters? Is it if it's in Detroit, you're going? If it's in Vegas, which is like the two places that they hold it, you're not going to go, or you're going to still go?
No, that's probably. I mean, if I get talked into going to Vegas, I'll go. But
That's so easy.
yeah, probably.
Hey, Matt, you should go to
Detroit,
Vegas.
I will go just because I can drive there and I won't be limited on bowling balls. The last time.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you say Detroit?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The
I thought you
last
said
time when I
Vegas.
won the Masters and I went out the following year was Vegas,
Right.
and it was the year that the balls got banned at the same
We
time.
had you on. I remember.
Yes. So I lost 2-3 balls that week already. I had 2 urethanes with me that they put out 35 mils that year. So I was basically bowled 15 games with 4 balls. So it was not
I
a
only
fun
used
time.
one when I was there. I used one. Cashed with one ball.
I thought you drilled a second one.
Yeah, no, they didn't let me drill that one.
No, he wanted the speed.
No, I
Or not,
wanted the
didn't
other
want
ball.
the speed. He ended up with the speed.
I ended up with it. Turned out to be a great ball, but I never used it.
Yeah, not there. So Detroit, easy answer. Vegas,
A little
not
more
so easy.
difficult.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, we do it all the time for nationals, having to fly out there, and it's hard to carry that many
You
bowling
got
balls.
the Southwest card, right?
Yeah, but I learned
Yeah,
today
perfect.
that Southwest, if you bring a third bag, it's $150.
Oh my god!
First
Can you
bag's
ship it?
free,
It'd be
second
cheaper-
Bag 45, third bag 150.
That first peg's not free, buddy.
Well, with his card, it is.
Yeah. Well,
Not when you get the third bag
Oh,
is
yeah, yeah,
$150.
Well,
It's
yeah,
like you might as well have somebody else with a card traveling with you. It'd be cheaper that way, I think.
exactly.
That's
yeah.
insane.
So, I mean, yeah. So
Do they do
Vegas
Bowling
is
Ball
probably
Express
out
for
unless
the
I do
Masters?
drive across country.
Probably. You could probably just ship them. It doesn't matter if it's bowling ball express or not.
Crazy. All right, well, it is time for us to go bowling. Matt, thank you so much for hopping on with us tonight. Congratulations on your
You're welcome.
victories
Thank you.
and your
Lefty.
second place finish out at Bud Bowl. We will see you tomorrow morning. We as in
Yes.
me. And we will be taking the 2.5-hour drive to Oswego into the cold, into the lake effect snow.
Yeah, how much we getting this week, Matt?
You know what? I heard a couple people say 15 tonight. One being Donald, one being the Pulvers. I heard a couple 1 to 2. So we're going to get anywhere from 0 to 3 feet.
That makes sense. Lake effect snow, you never know what you're going to get.
But according to my wife, it always happens out there, and they're never wrong out there. So we're probably going to get 15 inches of snow.
We're not getting 15 inches. We're going to get all of 2.
You know all about it, all of 2.
That is a perfect note to end. Matt, thanks so much for coming on. We'll see you tomorrow. Good luck this weekend. Hopefully we all do well.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye,
See you later, buddy. Well, don't forget to like, subscribe, click the bell to get alerts from the channel. Email us at downlanepod@gmail.com. If
What was this one?
I don't know. If you can't watch live, you can always download and listen via your favorite podcast service. Thank you to Mazz Fazzone for coming on tonight. Thank you to Jack Scaccia, proprietor of Town and Country Lanes, for having us here every week. Thank you, Austin, for a great show. Anthony, thank you for gracing us with your presence.
Yeah, maybe my computer will be fixed one day.
His previously broken computer. Thank you to my family, Stephanie, Zach, and Ethan.
Jim.
We will see you guys next week. This is Downlane Podcast.